Hello again, my sewing friends! I am so happy that you came back for the next episode of this Dressmaking 101. Episode 4, we are going to learn how to sew straight line and a curved line. Plus, I'm going to show you some tips and tricks on how to keep them straight and curved. Before we get started, if you could take a second to give this video a thumbs up, that would really help my channel. And thank you in advance for doing that. And now let's move on to the tutorial.
Look at this plate. It has lines. Those lines are guides to help you achieve a straight line from 1 inch down to 1/8 of an inch. There is also one line on the left side. Before you start sewing, make sure that the threads are at the back of the sewing machine so it is out of the way. So now I'm going to slide this piece of fabric. So basically you are going to align the edge of the fabric on the line on the plate. And here I am doing a back stitch. That is very important so the threads will not unravel. And then I'm just going to go ahead and start sewing a straight line. And as you can see, I am using the edge of the line as my guide. For beginners, this can be a little tricky because you have to pay attention to quite a few things while sewing, and the guideline is a little hard to see. The thing is, when you are sewing, try not to stare at the needle, but look at the line and the edge of the fabric. You can also use the edge of the presser foot as your guide, as you can see here. You can move the position of the needle. When sewing, it's best to always go slow so you have much control. If you have some scrap fabrics, that is a good fabric to practice on sewing straight line and curved lines. Another clever hack is use a tape that is bright so you can easily spot it. I'm using an electrical tape, but you can use any tape that you like. Then I am going to line up the edge of the fabric to the tape and sew very carefully and slowly. You may have to keep on practicing until you get it right. My advice to you is, if you notice that the stitching is not straight anymore, stop and redo it. Now let's try to sew along a curved line or a curved edge. As you can see here, I am helping and guiding the fabric as I sew along the curve. I am not pulling or tugging because it will cause a wavy curve. And I'm also using the guideline. I am make sure that the edge is still lined up on the tape. Beautiful.
Guys, now that we learned how to sew a straight line and a curved line, it's time to flex our sewing skills. In the next episode, we are going to learn how to hem. The reason why I chose hemming for our first sewing project in Dressmaking 101 is because it is simple. It's basically just sewing a straight line. And if you haven't already, click the likes button so YouTube will recommend my channel to viewers like you. Have any more questions about the topic today, feel free to drop them in the comments down below and I will try to get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks so much for watching and feel free to check out some of my sewing tutorials. I have over 300 sewing tutorials right here. Thanks so much for watching and I hope to see you in the next Dressmaking 101 episode. I will see you soon. Bye!